Hey, Joe here. I'm the custodian at ignitiondiecast.com, but this channel is mostly a video diary of my personal collecting, hijinks, successes, failures. Walk with me now as I open and talk about cars, trucks, and sometimes even action figures. I usually interject some sassy Gen X commentary about the hobby, tales from the toy aisle, and society itself. So be sure to like, subscribe, share, and definitely comment. Your opinion matters. Good morning, Diecast people, friends, family, channel viewers, and whatnot. This is Slackazz Saturday, so I'm not going to open any new toys, anything for you to envy, or any reason for me to gloat. It's just going to be a talking head, which means not a lot of views, because you kind of have to be, I guess, a fan of this channel or the bullshit that I say. And there isn't going to be like enviable toys. You're not going to find out what you need to be out there hunting for to flip. Let me say real quick, though, that Ignition Diecast is experiencing a huge glut of orders, and there's a bit of a backup. So your orders may be a day or two delayed in getting out. Since Thursday, when we posted some of the LK cars, 45 orders have come in, and that's a lot to process for this little business. So we are going to try to get as many of those out as possible today, and by Monday at the latest. By Monday morning, the order queue is going to be empty, I swear, because we want to be a service, kind of good custodians, good citizens of the diecast community, and we keep the prices low and we try to ship on time so you get your stuff. So about a week ago or so, I said that as the primary buyer for Ignition Diecast, I'm not going to be ordering cases anymore, which remains true because cases are overpriced. There's still like a hustle for them. They sell out really fast, the current ones. And it's about 20% cars that people want and will buy. I'm speaking as a retailer now. And then about 80% like fantasy cars that the adult collector doesn't want. And this Hot Wheels Matchbox diecast thing has kind of become the domain of the adult collector. Kids, I think, want to play on the iPad. So buying cases is kind of dumb. And the retail experience is perpetually disappointing because you go out there and if you're lucky, maybe 1 in 10, 1 in 15 times you actually find something. It's pretty much picked clean by people who are selling this stuff on the secondary market because they're poor and desperate and they really need the money for air fresheners and scented candles and energy drinks and stuff like that, and PT Cruiser payments and shit like that. So that leaves you as a collector, if you really want something, now I'm talking as a collector, you have no choice but to buy on the secondary market, like eBay, Mercari, maybe whatnot. And so you're negotiating with terrorists, like these people that are the reason you're not finding anything in the stores. Now suddenly you've got to deal with them, and you're paying 3 times as what they paid in retail. So that kind of sucks too. So it's really strange trying to retail this stuff. It's like the manufacturer won't grow. Like I ask this question a lot. Well, first of all, let me take a little aside. I'm not whining or complaining. I'm just talking. I know the diecast community, the only thing they love more than calling Super Treasure Hunt soup is calling people crybabies. And I'm not being a crybaby right now. I'm just trying to inform. So buying cases is dumb. Expecting to find anything at retail is a fool's errand. And when you buy on the secondary market, you're just supporting these scumbag resellers. So this is a really weird hobby. And the only solution that I've kind of come up with is to only buy on the secondary market when it seems like people are getting rid of their kids or their grandkids' collections, or maybe it's a collector that's getting out of it and they're selling off their collection. So it's kind of a mail order hobby, and it's kind of buying in bulk, buying lots is really the only way. Because if you want those current cars, you're going to be supporting Kevin. You're going to be paying like $6 plus shipping for one mainline. So the thing that I wonder, though, is why Mattel won't make more. Because they are a corporation, and most corporations want continuous growth. They exist to pay dividends to their stockholders. And the stockholders want more money, more money, more money, more production, up. And it's like Mattel seems to be happy with the way things are. Like either they won't or they can't make more. And whenever something has a robust secondary market, not enough is being made because the scalper community shouldn't exist. So it's like, why wouldn't Mattel want to make more and sell directly to the people who want it? And why do they like the fact that people are reselling their product? Like, I still haven't had it explained to me well why Mattel is happy with the way things are. Anyway, what else do I have to bitch about today? I saw a post. It's not really a meme. I think people call things memes when they see it on social media, but technically this wasn't a meme. I saw a post where a guy was wanting movie theaters to play movies to have the option to watch the movie at 1.5 times speed, like sped up, because movies are boring, I guess, and they're used to having that option on YouTube or whatever media player they're playing on. And all it made me think was that this species is doomed. Like, if that doesn't sound ridiculous to you, then it's probably never going to. And you probably think, oh, that would be great to be able to go to watch a movie in a movie theater and go to the 1.5x speed so I can get in and out quicker, because entertainment is kind of a pain in the ass, and you want to get it over with as quick as possible. Trying to think. Without cars open, I'm kind of out on a limb here. What else am I thinking about? I'm not going to talk politics, of course, but it's a weird time to be an American, right? I've kind of been going through my collecting boxes and clearing off some surfaces. Like I said, I've been getting rid of a lot of team transports, at least the truck parts. Some cars too, some full sets, but you'll have to check Ignition Diecast to find out what I'm getting rid of and what we are getting rid of. And haven't found those Dollar Tree, Family Dollar exclusives in our area. And I looked Thursday, Friday, today, Saturday. I just got back from hitting a few stores, and they're just not around. And maybe I'm a snob, but I find it humiliating chasing this shit down. I think it gives me this feeling that Mattel hates their customers. They think their customers are idiots. At least adults who collect diecast are idiots, I guess. And so I personally am giving up on finding those. I'm probably going to try to find a way to trade or just live without them, because I'm not going to buy them on eBay from Kevin, who found them first and bought them all and is trying to profit from everybody else's desperation. I don't really have much else to talk about. I'm going through some cases and stuff and reorganizing my personal collection, but I think I'll show you that tomorrow, and that should be quite fascinating. So maybe skip this weekend's videos because they suck. Oh, and I know what I want to talk about. There are other channels out there with, it's always middle-aged white men that have these diecast channels, like me. And I'm not saying those channels are bad, because I'm actually a fan of some of them, but I do not understand why they have 30, 60, 90,000 subscribers, but this one doesn't. Like, the only thing that I see different is they do peg hunting and they do unboxings, which tells me that this, like most entertainment, is an entertainment of vicariousness. Like, people want to see what they want, and they want to feel like it's important, and they want to feel like they're important if they find it. And unfortunately, this channel doesn't do much. These dumb videos that I make don't do much to make you feel important. It's more about this business or what I'm finding. So yeah, so but there's no point to that. I guess I just answered my own question. I understand why this channel's subscriber count is ridiculously low, but people who go out in stores and show you what's on the pegs in their area or unbox fresh cases triggers that dopamine response, and people tune in, or at least subscribe, whatever. So don't subscribe to this channel. Don't like, don't share. It's really just a correspondence between me and my other pessimistic asshole friends who I like to trade with. So talk to you tomorrow probably.